Okay, we've got a 45-15 set up here. So every station you're doing 2 rounds in a row, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, then 45 seconds work again, same exercise. Then you get the 15-second break and move to your next one. So just move it through one at a time. For equipment, you want sliders, so there's a few things with those. And then as far as weights, I believe you'll just need some lighter weights, cans of soup, cans of vernier, that you're going to be doing some rear flies with. So just light weights. If you have some other things around, keep them around just in case, but I think that's all we got. So we'll start about 10 seconds with a static dead bug. So you're going to be on your back, arms and legs up here.
5 seconds out. Here we go, guys. First thing, nice, easy dead bug. Good little warm-up drill for the core. Low back's driven down, rib cage is tight, pulled down as well toward the hips, and then the hips are pulled back up toward the rib cage. Control your breathing here. Be as aggressive as you can, but be mindful. It is your first thing, so be nice to yourself. 45-15 format today, so we'll 45 on, 15 off, 2 times on a single exercise. So in 15 seconds, let's take 15 seconds to recover. 10, 5, good time to breathe. We'll do that again, same thing coming up shortly.
Forgot to tell you, I hiked on Monday and it snowed on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Up by Snow Falls, man.
Huh.
There's still some snow. There's rain on the way up, and then I got towards the top, and it's like ice and sleet just like hitting. Compared to a week before when it was like 90 degrees and going up by the lake. Nice little transition.
What was your
freezing
top elevation? Where'd you peak at?
I think it's like 4,500. I mean, it's higher than the path, but like about what the other ones around there are.
20 seconds, guys.
Maybe close to 5,000.
Our next exercise, we're going to go into a hand release push-up. So chest to floor, hands up, hands down, chest to floor, hands up, hands down. If you want to, you can also just lay on the floor, release some tension from the hands. You don't have to release the hands all the way. 2. Kneeling obviously is a good option for some. Myself included, depending on the day. Maybe today. We'll do push-ups. Oops.
So getting low, you get all the way to the floor on these. And ideally you want stomach and chest, kind of everything to come down together to the floor and also to lift up off the floor at the same time. So it shouldn't be like hips and stomach roll down first and then the chest. It's everything together. And even if you don't feel good, if your shoulders don't feel great lifting up off the floor, you can just take the tension off and then push back down into the ground. That's the whole idea, is just making sure you relax at the bottom for a second. So 10 seconds to go. Good, 15-second break. You will do those again. Again, get low, and then you go from that relaxed position just for 1 second, and then you get all that tension again. Remember to keep the core engaged as you push away from the floor. So a lot of tension from pretty much from the knees all the way up to the shoulders, and a good forceful exhale as you drive yourself away from the ground too. So let that breathing sink up. Got 18 seconds. The next one will be a squat pulse. So you'll be up to your feet after this. 5 seconds.
Weird that it's June, it just rains and rains and rains.
There was an article in the Times that was just talking about it's January where we just got this go from a great spring to just crap.
Squat pulses, guys. Sit as deep as you're comfortable. maybe 4 to 6 inches of range of motion in that pulse. If you have a mirror near you, you might think about watching those hip bones. Make sure the hips are traveling up and down. Some people get like almost like a static squat position and shift their knees forward and back, and it feels like you're pulsing, but in reality, you're just moving your knees around a bit. 15 seconds out. 8. 2.
You don't know if this metal thing's from the one that's on the floor over there? I thought it was part of that, but I don't know where it is. Check it.
There we go, guys. Back on here. Squat pulses. Again, those hip bones are traveling. Knees can move, yes, but hips are the main mover in this pulse. In 25 seconds, we're going to go into a lateral crawl. So it's going to go side to side. If you don't have space for a crawl motion, I was going to say motion, then you could instead quad plank shoulder tap. 15 seconds out. 10. 9. Lateral crawl.
Makes it safe on the watermelon. I don't have to water my grass. Or anything.
Your artificial turf in the front end.
Too bad I don't have one of those big water barrels.
So, good quad plank position. Knees stay just barely off the floor. So the closer to the ground you keep those knees while still being off the ground, the more challenging that's going to be. It gets forces the quads to work a little bit more. Opposite hand and foot moving together. Really smooth steps, smooth transition, so you're not rocking along side to side with your hips or your back. Got 16 seconds left. Last 5. Good. So back up. A lot of weight in your shoulders too, so your upper body's doing a lot of work to be stable, to support you. Good tension in your abs, so you're keeping things contracted down there, belly button pulled up a little bit. And then breathing every step or two depending on your tempo here. So 20 seconds left. Our next one will be back up to your feet for a forward and reverse lunge. Five. 3 legs in a row, huh? Yeah. I still feel those pulses.
3, forward, reverse lunge, single leg. Make sure you have some space here. Dropping forward lunge, standing tall, reverse lunge. Trying to work on some speed over the top here. So nice, quick over the top. And if you can, don't touch that foot. So you're going to step over the hole. Quick drop. 10 seconds out. 2. Storage.
What's that?
Storage. Too many of our videos on here. Probably like 4 hours of me and you working out on my phone.
It's like the worst thing you could possibly have on your phone. It puts me to sleep at night. I watch it to go to bed. You don't need 4 hours of that.
Oh man, here's a video of the gym when it's busy.
When was that? Like 6 years ago?
Oh man. 15 seconds out, guys.
Don't
oh,
delete
it's
that.
so
I need
weird.
that to cheer me up.
That's weird, man. 10 seconds, guys. 5. Next station, side plank hip drops. What's that like grammar these days?
So I was thinking about posting like an old video of busy. Just make sure you let people know, like, hey, this isn't right now, so we don't get a bunch of like threats from the health department showing
Side
up.
plank hip drop, guys.
Side plank, dropping the hips low, and then get up high at the top. Think about a little crunch down on the bottom side, so you pull those ribs down towards your hip when you get to that top position. And then you let everything open back up a little as you drop low. And then pull it all together in that top position. So 22 seconds to go. Last 10. And there we go. Sorry, there's a little delay with the video there. It's exactly a little glitch with our camera. Alright. So other side, same thing. Get low down the elbow. Make sure you're in a good solid position with the shoulder. Because if you're in an awkward position with the shoulder, it throws everything off. If you're not stable there, then you're gonna be feeling more in your neck anyway. And it's not gonna feel very good on the rest of your body. 25 seconds to go. After this one, we will be in our single leg rear fly. So you'll want those lighter objects nearby for this one. So in 8 seconds, we'll switch it up. 2, 1, yeah.
Do some consistent.
That even makes it even.
Yeah, that's enough, man. That's good. Alright guys, single leg reared up fly, long from head to heel. The leg that's back should be pretty straight. The glute's going to be tight on that leg, pushing up and back. Head stays in a neutral position, so not too far forward. Definitely not looking up too much as well. And a nice easy draw back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Ten seconds. Trying not to initiate too quickly, so it's a slow fly back. 5. It's a video from, must be like a Saturday or Sunday, just based on the people in. There's 20 people in the video.
I don't know when we'll get to that point again.
30 seconds out, guys. Have to have multiple movie nights so we can get everybody through. Watch the trilogy.
Super limited, like, hey, we can only have 10 people for movie night, right? Make sure you sign up or you may turn away.
But we'll watch it all live via Zoom. 15 seconds, guys. Next thing, push up, knee drive.
What was that exercise, Kyle?
5 seconds, guys. Just trying to read my handwriting. Maybe it just says dead bug out.
Yeah, I think it says a butterfly stretch.
I'm going to do 1 push-up, drive 1 knee, 1 push-up, 1 knee drive. So it's not a Spider-Man or Superman. It should be push-up, knee in, push up.
So yeah, there's a pause in between. So deliberate, two different movements versus, like you said, that Spider-Man one where you're kind of moving all smoothly. This one's more up, bring the knee. You can always go from your knees, and then when you're doing the knee drive, you could either stay on your knee to do that knee drive, or you could always lift up to your toes, do the knee drive, then drop back to your knees and do the push-up, like Kyle's doing there. You can make it pretty smooth, but keep the push-ups a little easier. So 10 seconds to go. 5. Take some deep breaths here. So back down again. Decide if you want to start on toes or knees. It's a good knee tuck, like a little crunch with the abs as you're pulling that knee forward too. It's not just the hip flexor pulling the leg up, you're actually using your core. Another 20 seconds. And after this, you'll be laying on your back, and we'll do some suitcase crunches. Another 7. 3. Guys, heavy crunch. Little swivel side to side. And as you can see, Ben is going to maintain that crunch position. So not allowing the body to come down to a relaxed, almost dead bug with some swivel. 20 seconds. Ten. 2. 'Same thing, and if you need to hold the head lightly, we can. Hands behind the head, swivel side to side. If we don't need to, then we're going to follow Ben's lead. There's a heavy crunch, reaching hand back down towards our heels. Seconds out, guys, here on the suitcase crunch. Our next exercise, we're going to go into skaters without the reach. So just work on some lateral distance. 10 seconds here. 5. 'As far as you can, watch out for obstacles. You might start light and then integrate a little more distance as you go. Very soft landing. You're trying not to use that back foot for balance or push off. Not a lot of impact on the floor, so really catch yourself and sit into it so you're not thumping around. 15 seconds left.
There's a second cord over by the last rack, but I didn't get it.
Alright.
Orange one.
I just sent a link out to the new class and all that.
5.
So same thing again here. Try to cover some ground, but kind of know your surroundings, know how much room you actually have. Sitting down into it on each side. The more you sink lower, the more challenging you can make it. The more you're making it almost a curtsy lunge on each side. So another 20. And then after this, we're going to have a push-up with a slow up. 5 seconds.
So normal speed on the drop and then a real slow press. And that slow press is probably as similar to speed as to what your eccentric push-up might be. So just reverse the pattern here. Down fast, up slow. 15 seconds to go. 10. 43. I don't know if it's all-wheel drive. It's a coupe for those watching. It's a coupe. Imagine the GLE and GLC and G-Wagon all-wheel drive. 30 seconds out, guys. On the back side of this, we're going to go into a cross crunch. So on our back, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Still getting after it, 20 seconds to go. Eight. 2. Good cross crunch. One foot on top of the knee, opposite elbow, opposite knee. If you can, you'll lift this leg up. I might not today. But you can still get a lot of work without pushing it away from the body. Pull yourself up.
So like you said, that one foot can be down on the floor, or you could elevate if you want to. But you're not thinking about pulling the knee back towards your elbow so much as you're thinking about pulling your elbow up towards your knee. And at the bottom, you'll notice he lets his ribs open up a bit there. So we get that little stretch with the core, and then everything pulls tight together. But like with our normal core, always under control. Got 15 seconds left. 8. 'Cons switch those legs over. You do same thing on the opposite side. Exhale, as you're coming up, you're breathing out. And low back's being pushed down into the floor to initiate that movement when you're in the stretched position. You push the low back down, that helps pull you up and across. 15 to go. After this one, we're going to have a curtsy lunge. For the curtsy, if you feel like holding some weight in front, you can. Ooh, tempting. But depending on how you're using your body weight, you can make it pretty challenging without any extra weight.
taking that back knee kind of behind the heel and or the Achilles of the other foot. And you're trying to reach that leg back a bit as well and trying to be minimal in assistance on that back foot. So if you can, just tap the toe, stand back up. And then as we stand back up, we're going to do a little bit of a knee drive, settle back in, trying not to touch the foot anywhere but behind us. Five seconds. 2. Good, resting. It is all-wheel drive for those that are following along.
Sure, we were gonna get a lot of emails about that.
Can you please specify? Was it or wasn't it? I had to know from my own knowledge. Good demo of curtsy lunge, guys. On the back side of this curtsy lunge, we're going to go into wide mountain climbers. Seems like a mistake to have me do those. 20 seconds. Real deliberate here, guys. Use that front leg to lower the body, front leg to draw the body back up, glide on the back foot, stand tall, knee tuck. 15 seconds to go. 10. 5. Good, resting. I'm going to move pretty slow on these. Wide mountain climber. Pulling the knee outside. Oops. 3.
So get into that push-up position, pull the knee out wide. You could potentially use sliders with this as well. We do have a variation that we throw in with the sliders. But think a little side crunch on the side here. So using the obliques. Again, we don't want to just depend all on the hip flexors to pull that leg up. But crunch your abs just a little bit. Tempo can be kind of medium, a little faster than medium if you can maintain it. Otherwise, you can go slow on these if you're having some trouble, your back's not feeling super good on these. You can slow it down, make it more of a core movement. So 8 seconds left. And back into it. Same thing. Try to keep a similar tempo to what we had before. And make sure you breathe. This one will be getting hurried up for sure a lot, and make sure you breathe through it. So if you are doing the slower route, make sure you're focusing more on the abs to control it. If you're going a little faster, just kind of make sure you're not sagging those hips low. So 8 seconds left. After this one, we're going to have a plank with an opposite reach. So you can stay down on the floor and you'll move into a plank position from your elbows.
Two. Plank with opposites. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Trying to use the glute to lift that leg up. So as we get into that position, use the glute to pull the foot. If moving opposites is too challenging, maybe it's a little more challenging than you want, just a single arm or a single leg lift is fine. If that's still a bit too much, let's go into a static plank. 15 seconds here. 10. 3, 2. Jeez. Heck was set. Hey, we're doing pretty good. There's not a whole lot left. Nice. Nice, nice. Plank reach again, guys, here. Try to keep the hips as still as we can as we take that reach up overhead. Nice stable hips. Think about anticipating the load, kind of prepping for it, and then reach. Doesn't have to be a fast tempo here. Control is probably harder than it would be to throw down a mean tempo with a lot of thrashing. Or what I would say maybe the spastic movement. 20 seconds out, and then we're gonna go into a vowel slide clock press. Should be fun. 15 seconds. 10. 3, 2. So I'm going to go from my knees. I have one disc under each hand. I'm going into what is similar to a clock press from TRX. So one arm's going to push up, one arm's going to chest fly. If I can get back up, it looks like this. When I can't get back up, it's a slow release. And then from this position, draw the hands back in, kneeling push up.
So yeah, find what option works best for you. If you need to slide that hand back in, you do it. If you're feeling super ambitious, you can try to pull yourself back up from that bottom position. But that one side is really loading a lot, so that stays in pretty much a normal push-up position while the other one's reaching, and you're getting a little stretch across that side, but you're still working, still engaged. 10 seconds left. Alright, deep breaths there. As Kyle said, we're getting towards the end. After this, we've got 3 stations left.
3, 2.
So control it down. You can, depends on how you're choosing to do this. If you're just doing the way down, make it more of an eccentric. So really try to decelerate. Slow yourself down and come down. If you are pulling yourself back up, you can go maybe a little quicker tempo where you'll get more reps. So 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and good. You're going to be on your back next. This will be a Conley. So it's going to be another kind of crossover crunch movement.
So both legs long here, opposite elbow, opposite knee, following the same movement pattern we had earlier with the cross crunch. So still staying off that opposite shoulder, off the elbow, drawing the body up and across. Likely exhale as we come up. "30 seconds here. "15. And that secondary foot could be elevated. It makes it quite a bit harder, especially this late in the game. 2. But that long leg of bends could be off the floor. Be gentle. You could also just find yourself putting less weight on that. You don't have to lift it completely off the floor if it was just light. 5 seconds out. Same thing, other side. 2. Across the body, elbow to knee. "25. 2 exercises after this one. "15 seconds. Then we're going to go into split squat jumps. 10. 3, 2. Yeah. Alright guys, split squat jump, pop switch, pop switch, pop switch, or more of that dynamic reverse lunge. See what happens.
So try to get low. If you're very strong with these, get as low as you would into a normal lunge. And then a nice little lift up off the floor. Soft landing. You can always do quick reverse lunges if you are going to do those. They need to be pretty fast. So you're trying to keep up on a jumping tempo, but without actually coming off the floor. So be quick, be deliberate with those. 15 to go. Three, two, one.
Not ready.
So same thing, get low. If you can keep these going with good depth and a good lift on every single one, you should be crushed at the end of this. There's no excuse not to be tired at the end of this station. That's it.
20 seconds.
Keep it going, you're breathing through these, 12 seconds to go. Our last one will be on your back on the floor for some core extensions. Let's get a few more of these, 5. Nice work, Kyle. Give him a hand for that one. Beautiful. He knew it was his last stage of the series of that one. So flat on your back. Similar to a dead bug, you're going to be moving forward and backwards.
Ben's throwing down a good demo, guys. Back is tight. Extending, but only as far as you can. Don't get crazy here. Keep back smash down. 10. 5. 1 more of the same, and we'll do a quick stretch, guys. 5 seconds out. Yeah, low back driven down. Easy extension. Nice big pull. This does not feel good. It should be obvious, but you're not going to extend as far. There's be a little movement, a little pull. You could also go into opposite arm, opposite leg instead. So more of that moving or modified dead bug. 20 seconds here. Ten. 5. We're gonna let the timer run after this. We'll have 15 seconds to get into our side lying 90-90 stretch. Ben will use a blue pad under his front knee. Nice high position. Pause the clock if you need to. Nice big reach. Open up the body. Allow the chest to stretch. Come back to a closed position. That front knee is about hip height, maybe a little higher. Hips are stationary. We're really trying to keep that knee pressed down as we go through this. 30 seconds out. We'll spend 45 seconds on both sides here. $15. 5. 4. Roll over quickly, switching sides here. 3, 2, and back on. Knees knees down, front hand is down, back leg's long. After the next 30 seconds here, we're going to go into that wrist forearm stretch. So hands down, fingertips are going to face back to your knees. 15 seconds out. 10. 2. Big forearm stretch here, guys. Forearm, wrist, kneeling position. Fingers rolled back toward the body. And very gentle, but definitely a stretch. If you felt comfortable, you're going to lean back just a little bit to increase the tension. For most people, the starting position is going to be good. You might be even inflexible or tight enough to where you can't get your palms down, which is fine. We're just going to do this a single time, so 30 seconds. And we'll go into a butterfly for 1 round as well. 25 seconds. 5. Good butterfly stretch seated. 2. Lean forward a little bit if you'd like. Push the knees down, some of you'd like as well. Arch the back, whatever feels good here. A little bit of that AD up here, kind of like groin stretch. Got to continue to settle your breathing, get the heart rate pulled back down. It's the last thing of the day, 25 seconds left. $15. 2. Okay, guys, that's it. Stretch out some more if you'd like.
Good work, everybody.
Have a good snack. Nice to see you. Bye.